Getting a good work-life balance is important to Liz Indrans.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Very well.
She has Wednesday off every week.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thanks.
I find I come to work more refreshed, less stressed. You don't realise how much you need rest and time away from the office to function.
The design firm where she works does a 4-day week. Its 20 employees get the same amount of pay for working 4 days as they would for 5.
Our productivity has increased 20%, which is fantastic, which makes up for the day that people now don't work.
It's not about squeezing the standard 40 hours of most office employees into 4 days, but radically reducing work to around 32 hours and letting staff work 4 days across the week.
If you have a fresher mind, you get a better output.
Campaigners say the benefits are proven.
There was a significant reduction in burnout, in stress, sick days went down, profits went up.
Almost 3,000 employees at more than 60 companies in the UK tried it out. They saw big drops in absenteeism, employees quitting, and their revenue increased.
Now, the world's biggest trial of a 4-day working week has ended in success, with the performance of companies largely unharmed and workers feeling healthier and happier.
Watching carefully, Senator Barbara Pocock, chair of a committee finishing off a report about how work works and doesn't in Australia.
We've got a 20th century set of labour laws, but we're a 21st century workforce. 1 in 2 workers now are women. 4 out of 10 workers are responsible for someone else while they're on the job, and we really need to play catch up.
More than 160 years ago, stonemasons in Melbourne rose up to demand the 8-hour working day, and this monument commemorates that achievement. But far from being a leader, as we were on hours and the minimum wage, we're now a lagger. Working conditions in Australia have fallen behind those of similar nations as we work harder and longer than before.
Senator Pocock says it used to be standard to work 6 days a week.
What we have to remember is the sky won't fall. It's not falling in the workplaces that are already experimenting with it.
The Senate Committee's report calls for governments to trial a 4-day week for employees in different sectors.
We've seen internationally that teachers and nurses are some of the professions that really need support. There's huge amounts of burnout and turnover, so we would really like to see a trial that supports those workers.
In Melbourne, it's no longer a trial. They killed meetings and drastically cut back on emails.
We are never going back to 5 days a week. I definitely wouldn't, personally, and I know the rest of the team agrees.
Everyone just doesn't want to look back, like they can't imagine working 5 days again.
As workers live more of their lives outside of work.